Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to episode 5, building the perfect daily TL Type S. Today, things are getting interesting. Bro! Mixed reviews about Artwork Body Shop. Rear spoiler that they just dropped. A lot of people are saying that it stands up a little too high. Right now where the car is at, I think it needs A-spec. It needs to be lowered, add that aggressive flair to it, and then it should fit right in. Right now we just look like Lightning McQueen. Look at this paint match work. It's pretty spot on, clean. What do you guys think? Today's sole purpose is these coilovers. I've been kind of dragging these on because they've been sitting in the shop now for over a month. I was really interested in getting the scissor lift. The scissor lift that I want though is upwards of 3,500, 4,000. I don't like doing suspension work with a passion, guys. If the scissor lift was already here, I'd be a little bit more excited, but getting down on my knees with jacks, doing suspension work and trying to film it for you guys, it really is a pain. We mustered up some energy to do it and film it for you guys today. We got the Teen Flex Z, I believe, coilovers. Got the whole assembly. Everything you see here we're installing today is from Heeltoe Automotive, so big shout out to Marcus. He's local to me, so I was able to go pick up all these parts from him. Stop Tech rotors, front and back. Rotors can get pretty pricey, and so I decided to just go with the plain ones. One's on the car right now are rusted. Akibono front ceramics, rear ceramics. Most importantly for this car, the 555 ball joints. Highly recommend these. Solid set of ball joints. I've been running them on that car. You can scoop these from Heeltoe Automotive. Of all the things going on in this car, this and A-spec is definitely most anticipated for you guys. You lower your TL and get A-spec, you're qualified. That's just the rule in our TL community. Once that happens to this car, it's gonna be night and day. Before we hop into this episode, guys, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, dropping a like, showing some love in the comments. It goes such a long ways for my small channel. You just got your TL, this is the channel for you. For the last 4 years, we've been filming with the TL. This is gonna be like my final hoorah with this car. Balance of comfort, power, a sleek look. They make the perfect dailies. It's honestly what's attracted me to the car and the platform. The goal is to bring the build to a very high quality, and if that's something you're interested in, subscribe to the channel, bro. We're gonna address these wheels eventually, guys. All these rashes and stuff. Your time will come. Or we'll just get new wheels. Comment down below which wheels you'd like to see on the TL. One of the best things you can do for yourself before you do a job that you know is gonna have some rusty bolts. Spray it down. Some PB blaster. Everything that you plan on taking apart. We're gonna let that stuff start eating away. Should help us out a little bit. Time for the disassembly, guys. As you can see underneath here, it's pretty crudted up, so hopefully I don't break any bolts coming out. Transformation is gonna go insane though. Look how bad the condition these rotors are in. Need new pads, needs a good cleanup. Oh yeah, these were ready to go. Oh, so you want to play games, huh? Oh man, you want to play games, huh? Woo! Oh yeah, there you go. You like that? These things ain't ever been removed. Put him back like that or you'll lose it. It's been like 30 minutes, bro. This is why I need a lift. I said I wouldn't do this again after the black TL. Hey guys, we're gonna do a perfect build. How to build a perfect daily. I just wanted to drive this summer. Look at that. Ridiculous, bro. Just gonna let this thing hang out right here. Punch tool for these rotors. Oh yeah. You just push and twist. Yep. Tower strut off. We got these 3 upper strut bolts. Bro, we're on this last bolt down here to get this strut out. The last one. I can't get it. About 2 hours on this side now, just to get it disassembled. We're gonna have to rethread these Brembos. I need to get this bolt out right here. We were able to get the nut free. Usually this hammer does the trick, but it's just so awkward swinging down there. I can't get enough power. Are you serious? This bolt isn't supposed to twist out. It has like these grooves on the sides of it. You gotta be kidding me. Bro, how do other people make it look so easy?
Go home and get the gun. Damn! Go home!
Bro, look how much pressure that is. I might have to just take apart the whole thing.
2 seconds later.
Bruh. The lower ball joints, man. Look at that. Just took a huge gouge out of my side of my finger. I can't feel my finger. Oh shit. Been about 4 days. We have the subframe finally out. And here's the recap. So went to Harbor Freight. We got this stand right here just to support the motor while we take out the subframe, because as you guys know, the 2 front and back motor mounts are connected to the subframe. I started doing this whole thing with confidence. We started this whole project with a lot of confidence. It took me a lot of mental fortitude. Just looking at it, I knew from the condition that we were gonna have some troubles with some bolts. I didn't know we were gonna have this much trouble, but we've broken about 4 or 5 bolts, stripped on their way out, just replacing everything. Quick recap, all these bolts broke coming out, snapped. This one snapped. One, threads are gone. The Brembo brakes, threads are gone. Bolt that broke goes to the fork piece, snapped right there. And if that bolt breaks, you can't get the axles out, you can't get the strut out, and I just ended up taking the whole arm out altogether. And doing the subframe was going good until this guy broke. So this one belongs to this right here. And if you guys watch any YouTube videos, when I got to this point, I watched probably 2 videos of other people removing the subframe. They don't show this step. And these are some really tight bolts to get to and make it a lot harder if you don't have a lift. You have to come from the backside where the exhaust shield is to get this one out. Really tight spot. Took me at least 25 minutes. This one just stripped. We put the breaker bar on it and it was getting tighter and tighter. So definitely stripped. On either side, there's these 2 bolts right here. And this side was good. Also stripped on its way out. And so I can get the 2 threads in just to hold it in there. But guys, there's a reason why shops charge a lot for a job like this, to pull this out and do a clutch job, because the labor that goes into pulling the subframe on these cars It's quite a bit. It's really the condition of the car though, because dropping the subframe on this car would be a breeze. I'm almost 100% sure this subframe has never been out of the car since it was born. Here's the plan, guys. So you obviously have these 4 bolts holding the subframe down, the main bolts. Then you also have these 3 bolts from the transmission mount. This, not very important, but this is just a vacuum line for the motor mount. I have to watch out for this one. As you can see, I had a little oopsie. So there's a line, there's a hard line that runs through these cables right here. And this is your power steering, one of your power steering lines. All you need is a flathead screwdriver. So if I clip it back in, you just need a flathead to stick in down there, and then you can lift it up. So let me show you all the bolts. So you have these 4 that go to the rear motor mount. These 2 on either side, subframe mounts, that honestly you just have to loosen them and they slide out. You have 4 bolts for the rack and pinion, 2 right here, 2 right here. We did these 4 bolts for the rack and pinion last, and the reason being is once when all the other bolts are pulled out, then you can relieve some pressure from the jack. It'll lower just enough to where you can fit a big enough ratchet in there to pull these things off. We had a breaker bar on these, very hard to pull out. We just ended up cutting these end links because these bolts were stripping. I've already got some new motor mounts from Heeltoe. This is their fast line motor mounts, made in-house. Should be pretty good. Also, just look at the footprint of these compared to those. Like once when these are in, the bolts are just accessible, frees up a lot of space down there when you're working around. I still haven't taken apart the passenger side. Nothing but problems. The lower ball joint's still stuck in this lower fork bolt. These bolts have these grooves in it, and as you can see on this other one that we pulled out, it's just rusted out. Had a hard time coming out. This one is probably just worse. We've gotten to the point right now of while we're here just to do all the service I planned on doing to the car. I immediately ordered from Heeltoe control arms, end links coming in. We got axles, more seals for the axles, the ABS lines. There's more stuff. I spent another $1,000. What was supposed to be a coilover install and testing turned into restoring the entire front end. Officially 2 weeks away from my wedding, and this car hasn't been touched. So that's not getting touched until after the wedding, and I have a little bit more time. Comment down below if you guys want to see the whole restoration process, everything I'm going to be doing, because a lot of parts might be getting painted and then coated so that they can't rust over like that again. Yeah, I'm really not looking forward to this bolt right here. I'm probably going to have someone else come out and do that for me. But that's going to conclude today's episode. Thank you for watching and hanging around. Make sure you guys check out the links down below to Heeltoe. On Heeltoe, they have a My Corner section where you can put together a build and then put together all the parts that you have a part of your build, photos, everything like that. Soon I'll have a link to that and all the parts that we're putting onto this car.